And now it's time for Bob's Movie Club.
I love
Movies?
Bob's Movie Club.
Oh, yeah.
We got some movies for you.
Yeah, we do.
Woo!
Bob's Movie Club.
It's an okay movie.
Oh,
Bob's Movie Club.
Movies are great.
movies are great.
Movies are great. And this one was solid. With the 32% on Rotten Tomatoes, I thought Chappie from 2015, action, sci-fi movie, thriller, was going to be way worse, to be honest. But I understand you more after watching this, since this is Sarah's pick of one of her favorite movies. We're doing everybody's favorite movies around here. And I thought about how you talk to ChatGPT and how you reference it. You call it chatty and you say it likes you. And I see that in this movie. Is this movie why you have such a affinity for your chat?
I wouldn't have said that, but maybe, right? This movie has like everything I want. It's sci-fi, it's futuristic, I love robots, and I love artificial intelligence. Like, I love the idea of it. Of something, but not just not being artificially intelligent, but becoming self-aware. Like, at some point, we're going to, like in this thing, they've mapped out consciousness, like figured out how to get someone's consciousness, which is amazing to think of.
Spoiler alert.
No one's going to go watch this now.
If they didn't already watch it with us, then probably not.
Yeah, probably not. But to think that an actual sentient AI would have a childhood. Like, what I like about this movie is that at its heart, it's the story of a little kid and how the external influences around him are, he's got to walk with swagger and he starts swearing immediately. And of course, the guy who created him is very disappointed in his development. I don't know. There's like, it has a lot of heart.
It does. And real quick, if you didn't watch Chappie, it takes place in South Africa, which I've never seen a movie that took place there. So that was cool. And it's in a time where they're introducing police robots. And the police robots are not full AI, but they have a lot of functionality. But the developer who made them, played by Dev Patel, he is very interested in actual AI. So he takes an uncommissioned police robot and he programs it with his AI development. Right. And basically because it's an old one, it only has 5 days of battery left, which I thought was really clever. And it's basically a child when it comes to life.
It's a baby. It doesn't know English. It doesn't know, you know what I mean? It's like, it's a totally blank slate.
And it immediately gets kidnapped by, or I guess it really only comes to life because Dev Patel gets kidnapped by this criminal group, gang, I guess.
Right.
Which are probably the most interesting part of the movie.
I love them.
And so they want to use it for evil, and Dev wants it to use its creativity. And I had to turn the movie off for a little while because it made me sad, because it was like watching a child be abused,
bullied,
the way they were
right.
treating it.
Oh my God.
And it struggling with the world and it being lied to was hard to watch. And they did such a great job making you really feel for the robot.
Even just the way, I mean, it has like a just sort of a blocky face, but they've managed to figure out a way to make eyes, and even the two bars that sort of look like a mouth. Like I really.
The effects are great, I would say, especially for that time. It's kind of in the wake of Transformers. Mm-hmm. So before CGI got bad, I feel like this is like the peak of that kind of look.
Yeah. Vinny.
Well, a couple things you're touching on. I also felt, and I do this maybe because I'm going through a cartoon era where they made Chappie not only a child, but they put very specifically those ears on it where the ears fall back and come up. And
very emotionally broadcasting.
You're completely feeling for this robot in a way that you shouldn't. Or you're not supposed to. But that was part of the choice they made as AI as a child. Like, I was really sitting there going, okay, maybe this is of a time where, or maybe they just know that human behavior would be. They'd feel sympathetic if this were more childlike as opposed to more robotic.
Right. So
do you understand what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
I felt the same way you did, which was I'm getting anxious watching them abuse this robot.
And he's confused and doesn't know how to react.
And so I also, while I would say this movie's not great.
Right.
But there are parts of this movie that they made the right choice. I was feeling for the robot. I felt bad I didn't like the mom and the daddy. You know, I was
You didn't like mommy?
Oh, she's all right. But I mean, even that part was like, she's reading the robot a book in bed. Like, what are we doing?
We're raising a new baby.
I know, but it's not a baby. It's an AI that just needs to plug into the internet and learn everything there. Like,
we know too much about AI now. I mean,
Right.
for a million reasons, they would never make this movie now. But trying to make a movie where you have the audience sympathize with AI would never happen.
It just because we don't.
Right.
You know, here's the other thing. There is a distinction here. He's supposedly the existing police robots are AI. He is an actual consciousness. That's the thing that Dev Patel's character solved at the beginning, is that he has found a way to create a new consciousness, which, I mean, I guess as an extension of AI, that's sort of what I was saying earlier. But that's to think that a new entity was born like that. To me, it stretched sort of my thoughts on that topic. And now we're very deep in AI and everybody's using it for everything.
if you're just joining us, this is Bob's Movie Club, and the movie this week was Chappie. And so on top of the Chappie coming off very childlike and me feeling like, why are those guys throwing rocks at him? Like, this sucks.
Because they hate the police and he's
I know,
in that
but
police
I know,
body.
but I'm feeling bad for him.
Oh,
and
he's awful.
He's like sad, and he's like, "Why are you hitting?" I forget what he was saying, but he's like,
Don't hit me. Don't hit me. Don't hurt
yeah,
me.
whatever he's saying, I'm just like, "Oh my god, dude,
Why
I
are you
gotta take
hurting
a
me?
break." And that was part of the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Is I'm taking a break, and then the dumb thing made me start over. Oh, anyway, I love Sigourney Weaver.
She's barely in this.
I know, but I love her, so they got that on their side. I think. Did you say that's Dev?
Dev Patel.
I thought he did a fine job. I think
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh
Hugh Jackman didn't look great.
Hugh Jackman, I remember when I first saw this movie, I'm like, well, that's the worst acting job he's ever done. And it is sort of a weird juxtaposition because I think it's like a really cool sci-fi tale and an interesting topic. And then it's framed in this kind of traditional movie thing where there's a situation, the conflict arises, there's a guy who's against this, like these guys are going to go at it. I love the scenes where he takes his moose, the big giant flying robot, out and tries to kill them. And
Hugh Jackman plays an absolute nut in this. I
Yes.
don't understand even what his motivation is. Maybe I missed it, but he's just cray-cray, in my opinion. But I thought it was fun. I love to see actors do something different. And this was definitely different for him versus playing the hero and everything.
So the last thing I'll add before I give my number is I know this is one of your favorite movies, and I remember starting it once before, and I guess I didn't finish it because finishing it last night, I was like, what are we doing? Are we? Oh, we're starting a robot family now. Is that what we're doing? Spoiler alert. I just went, oh,
well,
my.
they figured out consciousness and they can take. He did a test run on mommy's consciousness, and after she got it, he was able to put her into another body.
No, I understand, and
It's great.
I'm happy that everybody lives on. That is
And
great.
Deb's in there too. I mean, it's fantastic.
And supposedly they talked about doing a sequel or even a trilogy,
I
but
wish
you
they
couldn't
would.
because you have the next movie is, okay, well, now we got to give robots rights
Right.
because they are people.
Yeah, it becomes like a political mess,
So that would not be no fun to watch.
right? But imagine if, like, just play this forward 100 plus years, and suddenly you won't ever die. Like, if they could download your consciousness in whatever state you were in, all of you, your personality, all your memories, everything, and put you into an indestructible body and have a backup on a computer somewhere, you could go to space in the body of a robot and just put yourself to sleep, wake up several light years later and be at another planet. Like this, the implications of this are just, to me, I mean, if it's sci-fi, I'm generally into it. I get it. I'm a total sucker for this. But that
I think we all are. We are all into sci-fi.
Yeah.
I like to think so.
I think, movie clubs are the place for this book. Movie clubs are the place for these conversations. The idea that you could live forever would change the joy you have in your everyday life because you would not,
You could tell that to someone and I would still download my consciousness and live forever.
I just feel that
Really?
dramatically, having gone through some things in my early 30s where now I cherish every day.
Mm-hmm.
And I am not wasting, and I find myself going, I'm not doing that. That's a complete waste of the minutes I have left in my life. Like, forget it. Like, I really think that way. I don't mean to sound dramatic, but if you live forever, do you have that same like thrill at the sunrise and sunset, or are you like, it's the millionth, trillionth, billionth, quadrillionth one?
Yeah.
And there's quadrillion more.
Right.
Like,
Appreciation is what makes life interesting.
Well, whatever you guys say, you can't talk me out of it. I'm doing it.
We talked a little
my
bit.
brain right now.
We talked a little bit about it yesterday, but I wanted to tell everybody about how the villains in this movie, I think it's Yolandi
and Ninja.
And Ninja, they are, the director cast them or kind of built this movie around them because he was a big fan of their musical duo group, Antwoord. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Antwerp.
Antwerp. They're South African as well. And apparently, Ninja specifically was really hard to work with. And notice he's not in any scenes with Hugh Jackman or Sigourney Weaver because they didn't even let him meet them because he had so much problems with some of the other people in the cast.
Well, I feel like he's really playing himself.
Right.
Like he is a volatile POS. Like that guy, he just seems like such a worthless piece of...
I'm glad you just told me that. That's interesting because I was thinking never to be seen again. Like they did this and haven't turned up in anything else. But
that girl, though, I would watch something else she was in.
She's interesting to look at for sure. And he didn't do the worst job. Like there was a scene where they're in the car, and that's a hard place to make believable that you're. And I went, he's pulling that. He's pulling it. I don't know why he's pulling it. He shouldn't be able to. He does look like a loser.
I think because he's actually someone playing that kind of ghetto character would be very difficult to buy. But since he actually is that,
there's
works.
a point where
it works. I can't lie.
I'm so glad it works for you.
He's teaching Chappie, the baby Chappie. He's teaching him how to walk. Like, you don't walk like that. You got to walk gangster or whatever. And I'm like, or no, he goes, you got to be cool. And I'm looking at the guy
cool,
going,
like daddy.
Yeah,
Chappie, illest gangsta on the block.
You are not the guy to teach people to be cool, dude.
I'm going to do a couple texts.
Oh, okay, great.
Yolandi and Ninja, the weirdo haircut people, are part of a South... we just talked about this. They aren't traditional actors, and it shows. All right, Phil. He disagrees with us on that.
I don't think they're great.
No.
I'm just saying there's a couple scenes I know specifically are hard to do. And often when people are in a car, you're like, oh, God, they're on a sound set. You know that they're trying to do this and can't. He pulls the scene off. More importantly, let me ask this one last thing before you read any more text. What is the robot? Like, how is that all?
I know.
Is that a puppet?
Oh, it's a hand-drawn animation.
Oh my God.
So they
I'm
acted
glad we're
without
talking about
anything
this.
and they added it in completely afterwards.
Wait, so no green screen.
No
they're
green
they're
screen.
acting without anything there.
I believe so, based on my research.
Wow. That's amazing. That is actually amazing.
It just went up a point in my book because if they were pulling like that.
I thought there was a guy in a green
the scene
screen.
in the car that I'm talking about where Chappie's shutting doors and stuff. Like, I don't know how I kept going, how are they pulling that off? You're telling me there was nothing there.
I believe so.
They're acting with a proposed thing.
He'll be right here.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks good.
It looks amazing. And I hadn't even really considered it before. I watched it again this time and I was like, well, there's no way there's a dude in there because it doesn't have a waist, really. It has just like a nut connecting the bottom and the top.
Right. Wow.
Okay, what else do the textures have to say?
I watched Chappie. I absolutely loved it. That's Laura from San Carlos. And surprised you guys haven't mentioned how the 90s movie Short Circuit is so similar.
Oh, I don't think I saw Short
I've
Circuit.
never seen that.
Well, I'm
haven't
going to have to
seen
watch
it.
Short Circuit.
Yeah.
Morning Radio fam, I watched Chappie. It was interesting, heartwarming, yet very disturbing.
It is disturbing.
It was
No
hard. It was
question.
hard to watch at points, for sure.
I know.
So-
There's some tough scenes.
As one of your favorite movies, Sarah,
I give it a 5. I love this
Really?
movie. I found myself falling right back into it and just really enjoying it. It's just such a weird juxtaposition of the people who are groveling at the bottom of the food chain to the highest falutin sci-fi that we can even imagine. I just feel like to consider what it would be like to raise a baby consciousness. I don't know. I love it. I love this movie.
I would not say this was a bad movie. It works for what they're going for, but that being said, it's not one of the best movies I've ever seen. So I'm going to give it a 3.
I'll take a 3.
Solid family movie night.
Mine just went up a point to a 2. But here's
What? It was a 1?
It was a 1. Here's the thing. There were points in this movie where I was really enjoying it. And I'll admit, as I'm feeling for Chappie, that means they did it right. Right? I mean, if you're like, I'm
Right.
having trouble watching
Exactly.
this. I really want to pause it because I'm getting anxious. I want to rescue this guy. You're fallen. You're in. You love it. So I did have scenes and moments where I felt like that. I also had scenes where I just rolled my eyes and thought, how in the F did this movie ever get made? It's a miracle. And now knowing that the robot was never there and they drew it in, what?
Every movie is a miracle.
Well, this one,
That's what they say.
I mean, I would love to talk to the director and just hear his war stories. Like each day was its own special hell.
Right.
Whether it's the Antwerp kids or just trying to figure out how
to act and stage and block around a
All
thing
of
that
it.
isn't there.
Right.
I mean, I had never even considered that there was nothing there and these people are acting. I mean, just the scenes where they're down low and talking, trying to get him to come out from under the desk.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty good. All right. 2 from you, 3 from you. Thank you. That was a good one. I appreciate that you guys watched that movie, and I love talking about it because I love that movie.
Wake up! Thank you. With Sarah and Vinny.
Ding, 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 ding.
Alice at 97.3.